You're raving, you're raving, you're raving with RWR. Fabulous songwriters from Belgium and beyond, the lowlands, the highlands, and far across the pond. On Instagram and Facebook too, you can follow, like, and share. Please hit subscribe and join the tribe from the comfort of your chair. You're raving, you're raving, you're raving with RWR. Plancha. Evening, everybody, and a very happy Christmas time. It is Raving with RWR here on my YouTube channel, Songs from the RWR Room, and you're all very welcome back. I hope you had a lovely Christmas and are having a lovely Christmas time. It is episode 61 here, and the last one of the year. Everybody say, ah. But it's okay, we're back in January. Hooray for more. Yeah, how's everybody doing? We have some live viewers, which is great to see as always. Tonight, our last Raving with RWR, as I said, from the season of the year. Please, if you're first time to the channel, please hit that subscribe button down there for me and give the old video a thumbs up. It really helps to get the channel seen and heard and get the songwriters' songs heard, of course. If you are so inclined, of course, the virtual tip jar is always open down there as well. And, you know, if you feel like throwing a few shekels into the pot, so be it. Always welcome. Never expected, always welcome. Tonight, as always, of course, the show is sponsored by the great people of G-Sharp Guitars, the world's finest travel electric guitars. Norwegian invented, of course, and the company is now in Kansas. Happy Christmas to all those people as well involved in those guitars. So I hope you're all doing fine and well. We have live viewers, which is great. We have a couple of comments, which we'll go to in a second. My guest tonight is from Hell Norway. Go to hell, they said. I will, says I. Hell Norway we shall go to, and please welcome to the show my dear old buddy, good friend up there in Norway, Øystein Berntsen. Are you there, sir?
I am. Hello.
Good evening to you. How are you?
I'm good. And you?
I was in the door there. There's cats coming in on top of me. I'm grand. Happy Christmas and happy New Year and happy. We're sort of in limbo between both, aren't we? Christmas and New Year now. We're
that we are.
Yeah.
But it's a fine time though. We're staying at home with the kids here and celebrating Christmas and drinking some good Christmas beer.
You're not drinking beer, are you?
No, I'm drinking. Well, yeah, I am.
Something like that. Go ahead. Go ahead. I'm on the vino and the tea here. I'm trying to be a good boy as well. I have a cup of tea. While we're chatting, how are you keeping? Yeah, it's a great time for kids, of course. Christmas time.
Yeah,
and parents are like, is it a blizzard there? Was it a white Christmas or?
It is as green. Has it been mild? It is as green as it comes, really.
Is it really?
Yeah, we've had an inch of snow, I would say, come on Christmas Day. And it went again quite fast.
Just disappeared like that.
Yeah. So hell is not freezing over this year.
No, not this year. No. I've been there a few times when hell has frozen over, and it's fairly wild.
It can be. It can be cold because the fjord is coming in via Trondheim into Stjørdal. And Hell, where we are based, and the winds can be rough in here as well, and it tends to get moist. The damp air that is very cold. So yeah.
So maybe it's a good thing. At least you can still go walkies with your lovely doggy and that as well. And
yeah.
It's not. It can be fairly wild, as I said, when it does snow in that country. Hard to believe. I was there almost. Well, it's nearly a year since I was with you over there. I mean, we know quite a while, but
I think it was the last part of January this year,
something like that, or early February. Yeah, something like that was when I was there with you last.
Yeah,
but man, time flies. Time flies.
And since you were there, the world is in a different situation. So
isn't it just? Indeed. Yeah, how's lockdown treating you? I mean, did you musically and stuff? Did it inspire you to? I see you got your Bernstein room there anyway. The Bernstein room. You have the man cave set up, and we have we're twins on our guitar wall, which is nice.
I got to build this room this year, so this all came to life this year, and just before lockdown, I was able to buy this mandolin.
Oh yeah,
mandolin, and during lockdown, I tried anyways to learn to play it. So I have a few chords.
Yeah.
Nice
one. Yeah. And did it inspire? Did it inspire any songs? Or we just kind of learning a bit of melody on it, or?
Well, I'm sort of trying to get that Steve Earle kind of feeling with Galway Girl.
Yeah.
Rory Gallagher with going to my hometown, stuff like that.
Yeah, it's great, isn't it? It suits it so well. Before we go on, let's have a look. Let's say hello to a couple of people who are watching live, shall we?
Yes.
Belgium and Germany and all over the place here. And again, evening, all the stalwarts of the show are here. And again, Chris Link from Germany. Hi, Chris. Thanks for tuning in. Dennis Kelleher. Thanks again, Dennis. He's in the UK. Nice to see you. Marianne, I think you met over in Belgium. Marianne is here with us. Hi, Marianne. Lovely to see you. Stephen up the road there. Mr. Good Mojo is with us. Nice to see you, sir. Yeah, and of course, our dear friend, Katja van der Porten is here as well, saying hi. She's wondering. She's asking who has the most guitars. I have more, but his is bigger than mine.
I would suspect you have more than me.
But you're catching up, it's all right. But some of them are for decoration. Some of them are,
and a lot of these, I use all of these up at the wall here, except usually that one, which is my first guitar I ever owned, and that's going to stay up on the wall there.
I see. That's we need those too.
Yeah, it's a Czech brand called Segovia, I think. It's called Segovia. I think he was a Spanish guitarist. So and he made
and he made this.
And they are extremely similar in looks to our Martins.
Yes.
So
a lot of those kind of copies or tribute guitars, so we call them tribute guitars. Great.
Where he has taken his sort of where he found his mojo. For making his guitar.
I got to say hello to Linda Cullen from Germany as well. She's tuned in from the Black Forest. Hello, Linda, darling. Good to see you. Linda was on the Christmas special there recently as well, so great to see her. Do you know Thor from Sweden? Hello, Thor. Thor Gimse. Nice to see you, sir.
Oh, he's actually from Stjørdal, the town where we near where we reside. So him I know. Yes.
Oh, he's not actually Swedish. He's Norwegian. But a good name like Thor, it has to be.
So he's living in Sweden. He's based in Sweden at the moment, I think.
Nice to see you, Thor. And my brother is there as well, tuned in from Galway. Good to see you, Tony.
Good
man.
To
see you. A few good men. Greetings from Galway. When's the last time you guys did a duet, and what was that song? Oh yeah, good question. When I was in February, there in February, we drank a few bottles of
wine. Yeah,
monkey juice. What do you call it? The Three Monkeys. That's right.
Three Monkeys. Yes.
And we did a duet video, didn't we?
Yeah, I'll post that one later, Tony.
That was fun to do. That was a Tom Russell song, St. Olaf's Gate.
Yes,
it was brilliant. Absolutely,
it was a fine evening. I can't remember anything of it, but it was fine. It was grand.
It was fine. It was fine evening. It was good fun.
Yeah,
it was good fun. Where did it all? I know you're Fredrikstad. You're not Hell born.
No.
You're Fredrikstad man, and I know we'll talk about the soccer connection. You have lots of different things going on apart from music. Of course, you also have the military connection there at the airport. But I was going to ask, where did the music thing come from? Brothers and sisters? Tell us about the family background, growing up in Fredrikstad, and what was the music like, and when did the music bug bite you?
Well, sort of bit me quite early on. I can't really say when, but I started playing guitar around 13, 14 years old, around about there. And from then on, it just sort of played out from there. My brother, Björn, who you know, he's musical for his life. I'm sorry to say, but he's a fine fellow, but he's not musical at all. He came home with a Pogue CD one day, and thank his life for that. That sort of brought me into that folk scene where I've sort of been going ever since. Really.
Yeah. Well, I was going to ask you, because we'll talk about your band. I mean, you do some solo stuff too, but of course, what brought you to my attention, of course, was Lassie and the Lads, and of course, that's probably how we met on the scene in Norway back in the day. I don't know how many years ago it is now. Quite a few.
2006.
He knows. I don't have a clue. Was it 2006?
Yeah, it was the year we played on national television.
Yes, so, you had the Storyteller, and we're going to have that in a little while on the stream. I have that lined up to play. Wow, 2006, man, time flies, doesn't it?
It does.
Oh my God,
it goes fast as well.
Yeah, it sure does. So your brother brought home a Pogue CD, and you went, "What is this stuff? I want to be. This is what I want to be doing."
Yeah, the first song he played on the stereo back home was Sally Machlana.
And Jimmy played harmonica.
I was born. My God!
You went, yes,
totally. I was starstruck, and ever since I've been a massive Pogues fan, and I delved into the folk scene and picked up a lot of new music along the way, though. But Pogues,
sure
Pogues was the first real start.
That was the spark.
Yeah,
that was the spark. And where you got your Irish accent?
Well, that sort of picked up from a lot of places.
It did, lots of places. Yeah.
I tend to say it's a sort of Brit Irish type of thing. I don't know what you can call it, but I sort of have some kind of accent, anyways.
It's nice. It's a bit of a mix, but it's good.
Yeah.
Sometimes, you know, I think when I met you first, I was kind of I was trying to get a handle on what part of Ireland is that lad from, and I couldn't fathom it at all. I was confused. That was a big thing. But I think I was born confused, you know.
Yeah, but that's a good thing, though. If I can fool you, I can fool anyone.
I'm easily fooled. Hey, Vilde from Cafe Dublin in Trondheim. Vilde, wow, long time. Are you still in Cafe Dublin, Vilde? I suppose she is. She was.
She is.
Yeah. Well, she was a brilliant worker, of course, a great asset to the cafe.
It's a really shame, though. They have the COVID in there at the moment. A lot of people are getting infected in Trondheim at the moment, and
are they?
I think they had to close down during the Christmas period now. So
a lot of bars are the same. Of course, it's a shame, but we'll bounce back, and
yes,
we sure will. We'll bounce back. Are you ready for an old song? Will we have a song from you? When I was over in February, I managed to record 2 songs of yours for my RWR Room Rambles playlist for the channel. And tell us a little bit about the first song that we're going to play here. It's a lovely song called "The Lonesome Hours of Autumn."
Yeah, it was the first. I thought about this was I heard a recording by Cara Dillon of a song called "The Lonesome Scenes of Winter." It was an old traditional Irish song, and I was going to attend one of my best friend's wedding down south in Fredrikstad, and I wrote him this the new lyrics for that traditional Irish song called "The Lonesome Scenes of Winter," and it became "The Lonesome Hours of Autumn." He got married early autumn of that year. So yeah.
So you kind of fit it to.
Yeah, you can hear it in the lyrics as well. Church down by the river, and I'm singing about the the church where they got married in the old fortified town in Fredrikstad. So yeah.
Well, this is a great song, and this was early on in the night before we hit the wine too hard.
This was the first song we recorded, so I hope that's the best.
It wasn't okay. It was okay. Yeah, no, I think we were safe enough here. We're going to give it a blast, folks. Enjoy this lovely song. We'll be back in a few more minutes with more great chat from Mr. Bernstein. Here is the Lonesome Hours of Autumn. Enjoy. Through a Room Rambles recording.
The lonesome hours of autumn, when November on the rise, walk along the river, and the wind as cold as ice. In thoughts I wander freely, as I see your charming smile, with your open arms to greet me. You have my heart beguiled. In my younger days are over, I dreamt once to become, to travel the wide world over, where horizons meet the sun. But the road for me to travel was not far distant shores, but the house of care and wisdom, where me love rose through the door. Oh, oh, lonesome no more. Oh, lonesome no more. As the gentle leaves are falling, hiding footsteps from the past, and the stormy winds are blowing, bringing winter home at last. My thoughts ride on the summer, as the autumn waves goodbye, and the church down by the river, fading in the August night. As the darkness wraps around me, in the starshine's lonely glow, the city lights reflecting in the river as I go. In dreams I wander gently down the aisle for all to see, to tell you that I love you, and mine you'll always be. Oh, oh, lonesome no more. Oh, oh, lonesome no more. Oh, oh, lonesome no more. Lonesome no more.
Big wink at the end.
Wink, wink, wink.
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Absolutely.
Yeah.
A lovely song. Lovely song.
Yeah, well, thank you. It became a little a good little song that one as well. So and the bride and groom were very happy when I recorded it for them at that occasion as well. So
I can imagine. Nice message from Roy Nilsson down there. Hi, nice to see you.
The big the one of the big guys from Fredrikstad, he has his own festival in his backyard where I'm playing, the Flesk and Duppe Festival.
Lovely. That's festival for September, is it?
Yes, definitely. And if we're getting rid of this COVID thing, it's definitely on for September.
It's going to be great. It's going to be great. Andre, Roy, thank you for tuning in, Roy. Absolutely, but you're, of course, we're brothers in guitars in many ways. Martin, of course, being our main, my main guitar, and yours. You played D28 there in that video, which is a gorgeous. I played your guitar many times. It's a gorgeous. Tell us a little bit about the history of that Martin guitar.
It was bought in Oslo in 2003, so it's a 2002 model, as far as I know, and it has been with me on the road for ever since, really. I'm using it as my main instrument out on the road playing, and I've not looked back since I've purchased that guitar. It's a wonderful instrument, and the sound is incredible, and I wouldn't trade it for my life.
It's a gorgeous guitar. You know, Martins are just like that. The older they get, the better they get as well. Like,
yes, they get more soul, and mine has been on one occasion a drunk spectator came up on stage when I was not on stage, and took my guitar and dropped it right on the stage floor. So it has quite a few sores,
a few war wounds. Oh, that's the problem with bringing them out on the road. Yeah, they can get hurt.
Yeah, I suspect your Martin has seen some rough times as well.
Well, it has indeed. I burst the arse out of it once on a plane to Norway, actually. Yeah, a couple of years ago. But of course, you know, luckily we both know great luthiers, and they look after them, and depending on where they break and how they break, if they're repaired properly, they last a lifetime. You know, speaking of guitar repairs, my local luthier here called Sven Mr. Mojo noticed your G-sharp guitar. I have mine here. Look, talk about the Fredrikstad connection there. You have a lovely G-sharp guitar. G-sharp guitars, obviously, who sponsored the stream, gives a look. You got a Black Beauty there, but you have the acoustic bridge on it. Oh my, because I was very jealous of your acoustic bridge.
And it's signed by the luthier himself. As you can see.
So is mine. Look, so is mine.
Well,
no, but yours is actually signed.
It's actually signed by the luthier himself. And if you didn't know, my 12-string all the way at the end there, I broke the neck on that one.
Oh dear.
Back in 1998, baggage handlers on the way from Trondheim to Oslo broke the neck on that specific 12-string, and Øyvind Fjell, the luthier behind this splendid instrument, he repaired it for me.
Øyvind is brilliant, and of course you're both from Fredrikstad, of course. I mean, that's where he's based as well, with his original guitars were built down there, and of course he sold the company on to our dear friend Alex over there in Kansas now, who they export them all over the world, and they're just such a great little instrument. And I was so kind of very jealous that you got the I think only you and Uni Williamson there in Norway have the last remaining acoustic bridge versions.
Well, I think there's a few floating around in the Fredrikstad community, but they're not too visible at the moment anymore. No, they're not. No,
not so much. And the last time I was speaking to Øyvind Fjell, he was saying that he was maybe looking into the possibility of making another, at least a prototype, a newer version of the acoustic bridge. But yeah, great guitars. You're lucky to have one in your collection. I've one too, and I've two actually, but still no acoustic bridge. So I'm gonna have to negotiate. Katja wanted to know if if you killed the guy who dropped your guitar, who broke your mark.
Well,
I think he's survived.
If I had seen him do it, there were guards there that sort of threw him off stage and out of the venue. But if I had been there, I would have, if not killed him, then badly wounded him anyway. Yeah, definitely.
Speaking. Wow. Yeah. Okay. Well, that's. I would have exactly done the same thing. I think,
Yeah.
What's your connection to the Norwegian military these days?
Well, I work there though. I do. I'm in the.
So they say. Hardly working hard or hardly working?
Both.
A bit of both. A bit of both. Yeah. Yeah.
No, I'm doing logistics work. Up towards our allies that come to Norway visiting us, really.
Yeah.
Transportation, things like that.
Lovely.
And tend to be a liaison up towards the logistics side from where I'm based though. Yeah.
Yeah, very cool. You were doing that a long time, Øystein?
Yeah, the last 4.5 years, more or less.
Okay. Yeah. No, it's very nice. Handy for me as well when I fly in, because you work in the airport. So when I'm flying in there and you can come pick me up, it's close. It's easy.
Yeah, it's easy, and you tend to want to live here as well. So I just have to pick you up, and you can go straight home.
Well, yes, indeed. There's nothing, there's nothing too hellish about hell. It's a lovely part of Norway. It really is. You're a lucky man to live there. Anybody who follows you on social media will sometimes see all these amazing sunsets.
Yeah, there is
over the fjord. Yeah.
If the weather is with us, I tend to rave a little and do some photo work while I'm out training the dog there.
Yeah, sure do. I put your Facebook down there, folks. All of these, I have loads of links belong to Øystein there in the area below there in the info section. Bernstein Music, you can follow Øystein there. But I also have a Facebook belong to this crowd here. Do you remember them, Lassie and the lads? Oh my God, there's a story.
There's some stories there we're not going to tell. But, there's a lot we can tell as well.
Well, how did that come about? Tell us how you ended up in a band in the Lassie and the Lads.
Long story short, I played in another outfit in Stjørdal here. We call ourselves Fish and Ash, which goes back to the Norwegian tradition of eating lutefisk with the ash and the fish. So it's sort of a little funny thing up towards that. But I was playing with them, and the Lassie and the Lads sound engineer came and heard me on one of our gigs with Fish and Ash, and Lassie and the Lads were looking for a new lead singer, and I tried out for them. And I got a job, and I didn't look back after that. It just
they had great success. I mean, what you say was 2006.
Yeah,
approximately. What's that time?
Yeah. I came in to the band in 2001, in March of 2001, and we had our last gig, sort of a reunion gig in 2017, down locally here in Stjørdal.
Yeah.
And we were touring at the most in the area between 2005 to 2008. We were touring the whole country.
You were the whole country. You did every bit of Norway, but not just you. You did some massive gigs and festivals. I mean, you were you had 5, 6 of you in the band. 5.
We were 6.
6 in total. Yeah.
6 in total, and we dwelled through a lot of the different instruments. So
just give a shout out. Give us the names of the band there while I load up this video.
The names of
who's in the lassies? Yeah.
Well, you have the lassie though, Annelian Stamsve, who played the violin. You have Kajoni Christiansen, which played the accordion and guitars. You have another the drummer Kjartan Klingen. You had the bass player Per Ivar Moum, and who am I forgetting here? I'm forgetting the mandolin and el guitar player, which was Per Christian Jørstad the last couple of years. So
and did the band members change a lot in that time, or just pretty much stay the same since you were in it?
Yeah, pretty much. We changed drummer once and mandolin player a couple of times. We had a few spares the last couple of years just to but it was no problem really. There was
and tell us, you had a great crew, and you made a great sound again, a little bit Poguesy based sort of vibe, you know. The energy was huge high energy, and you know, you did, not only did you do big Irish bars like we did in the Dublin in Oslo, and we did Cafe Dublin, you know, but you did massive arenas and festivals and all. What's some of the bigger stuff you did? Give us a sample or an idea of some of the bigger gigs that you remember.
Quite a few gigs outside of Norway. There were a festival down in Denmark, Skagen Festival, which is pretty massive and famous. Yes. We did that 2 years in a row, and we were also on a small island festival in Denmark, which is quite huge, Tune Festival, and we did a couple of big gigs here in the Trøndelag area, which had a summer festival called the Summer Festival in Selbu, which gathered in 2008 when we played there. I think it was around about 25,000 people at the festival. So it's that's massive, and I didn't even understand jack shit when I was on stage that day because it was so. Is it allowed to say fucking massive? Because
yes.
It was.
It was.
It was
just like a wall of sound and a wall of people.
It was massive. Yes, it was definitely. So we've been through some good shows and some big shows
and TV stuff as well, of course. Yeah.
Yes, we were on a talent show of all things in Norway back in 2006 called you can directly say it was called something along the lines of the Big Shot or Kjempesjansen in Norwegian.
The big chance or the big shot.
Yeah. So and we got to the semifinals of that show. We went out to a band which is massive in Norway now called Valkyrien All Stars that play folksy Norwegian music. A big band in Norway at the moment, and the guy with the song Fairy Tale, which won the Eurovision 2009, I think it was, he was in that show as well, and he won the shit. So that's the competition we were facing, and some of the competition anyway. So Yeah,
so it's pretty massive. And then is we're gonna play the Lassie and we're gonna play the Storyteller next. But is that also, is this from the same show, or is this a different?
It is from the same show in 2006, and it's from the semifinals that year. So.
Oh wow! Okay, well I know that this song is a big favorite of our friend Katja. She said she played this a lot when they were in Norway. But she'll probably tell us more about that herself in a moment. But let's play the song, shall we? Let's give it a blast, because it's 2006. Did you say it was?
It is 2006, and as you will see as well in the first few seconds there, we're down at the Dubliner folk pub.
Oh yeah, I've skipped that. I went straight into the introduction here. So I have, but I know the Dubliner is in the beginning. But most people will go back and watch this video themselves anyway, and they'll find it.
Please do, and you will see the.
You'll see the Dubliner in this video, and this, so they kind of brought you on location to talk about certain things, and so the beginning of it, which
it's a good song, and I think so. Anyways, it was written in not more than 30 minutes in the back room of the SO station down at Stjørdal here. Me waiting for my wife Celia Moriel to get off.
Yeah.
So,
wow. Okay.
I met another Irish musician in Norway down in Fredrikstad playing a festival. He said, "Øystein, you have done what all other Irish musicians are looking to do. You found that magic chorus bit and found a new way to sort of pronounce the Irish folk."
You did.
So we loved the. I made it easy. I sang basically ID.
Yeah.
So and it was the easiest of all tricks I could use, but it worked though.
It worked very well. Did you really catch the message there?
Yeah.
Sorry, I interrupted you. But she just said you played the song all over during the car all over their family trip to Norway some years ago.
The Viking song.
The youngest daughter still calls it the Viking song. Yeah, but there you go. Thanks for that message, Katja. Yeah, she loves the song. So does, and Marianne says she loves the song as well. So you have two Belgian fans at least, which is nice. So lovely. We have to reform the band and bring them down. That's the only thing we can do. We have to do it. Yeah. Oh,
I'm game.
You're game. Well, this is Lassie and the Lads, and from back in 2006, great song called The Storyteller. We'll dedicate it to Katja and Marianne tonight. See you in a few minutes. We'll be back with more chat from the great Øystein Berntsen. Here we go. Lassie and the Lads, The Storyteller.
Nå de klar på scenen her. The Storyteller. Lassie and the Lads.
Traveling through the wastelands one dark and windy day, when I met a traveling gypsy with a cake along the way. He was a storyteller and he seemed to be the last, so I asked him please to tell me a story from the past. Well, he said to me, I'll tell ya the story of a man who was the last survivor of a big and glorious clan. He was out to seek his fortune, strike the pot of gold, but he ended up a tyrant who was out to rob them all. I'll tell you all about a man who left the righteous side. Singing the story of a man who went out to seek his fortune in the blood of fellow man. He was in the very outskirts of the town that Engel made. This giant of a man came out one winter's day. He laid the siege and pondered all around the southern land, and he utilized the trust that he gained from fellow man. He came in the door a gentleman before he knew his rage. He courted with the women, and a clock with all the maids. But when the clock was over and he found the pot of gold, He was quick to grab the lads, then he'd aim to kill them all. I'll tell you all about a man on left and righteous side. Singing the story of a man who went out to seek his fortune in the blood of Bernstein. Well, he made his way to the capital to proceed his story deeds. But there he met the guard, the Irish strong police. He went down in the blast of smoke and was never seen again. But the stories always tell us he will come now once again. I'll tell you all about a man on left the righteous side. Singing the story of a man who went out to seek his fortune in the blood of Bernstein. He was out to seek his fortune in the blood of Bernstein.
Heidi.
Yeah.
Exactly. I think I like you.
Exactly.
Listen to the crowd go wild.
Yeah.
Wow.
You could even see my mother there. She was like this.
She was like, I love my son.
She was in the audience.
Yeah. Good woman. Yeah, there's nothing like it. That brings, as Vilda was saying just there, great memories. That brings me right back to some of my early years in Norway and hearing you guys for the first time and meeting you. And yeah, there was some crack. Do you miss those days? I suppose you do.
Yeah, I do. In some ways, I miss it a lot. Other ways, I don't. The touring bit and all that is really nothing I miss too much these days. Anyways,
yeah,
I tend to dwell around in the near vicinity of hell nowadays.
Your life has changed, of course. Yeah.
But I tend to go to Belgium and those sort of places every now and again, though.
You sure do.
2015, I think.
Whenever you're allowed to bring the wife, as soon as you can bring anybody else.
Yes, I'm not allowed to go on my own. No, I have to bring the wife.
That's it. That's fair. It's fair enough. You did enough gallivanting, enough touring.
There is a lot of aspects about it I do miss. It is the musicality, the togetherness we had as a band, and there is fantastic memories from the road as well.
Oh yeah, of course.
But
it's a whole different world.
Yeah, having 3 kids, that's not what I miss the most though. Being on the road, so. It's good to be home as well.
Different, isn't it? It's different when you have kids, of course. Life changes. And just quick hello there to Oslo John as well. He's watching in from Oslo. Hey, John, great to see you. Thank you for tuning in tonight. But yeah, I mean, and you also, of course, you do your solo thing, and you the Last Seen the Lads was a big part of your journey.
Yeah.
But there's another duo, the one Yoka. Bernstein. That's another link that I wanted to put up there.
Yeah.
Tell us about what you do with Mr. Yoka.
Joachim Engon, which is his name. One of my best friends at the moment. We tend to dwell and just play duo stuff. A lot of covers and just plainly having fun with music. Really.
Yeah.
I can. When we're gonna have a little stream show tomorrow night, and we're gonna play some Christmas music, a bunch of other cover songs, and maybe even my own songs, and he plays his own songs. that might happen. I don't know yet. I don't know.
No, but it's lovely. And what time is the stream?
2100 Central European.
2100, 9 o'clock tomorrow, folks. Okay, and people can find that on Yoga of Bernstein, and I suppose they could find it on your Bernstein Music page as well.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to remember to post it there as well.
To post it out, okay, but definitely on Yoga of Bernstein.
Yes, that's the place to be tomorrow.
Also a fun.
Yeah, and that's just a venue for me to be able to be creative with instruments as well. Using my guitar, I'm using a boron. I'm going to use the mandolin and try to dwell in some different styles. So
but it's great. It's a lovely duo that you have. I mean,
and we're having a lot of fun doing it as well, and we're both in the same position with small kids, and so it is what it is, and this we have time for, and we want to do. So
of course, bit of fun and lovely, and why not? Absolutely, why not?
Yeah.
I wanted to ask you just about, when you do dip into the songwriting, what's the kind of process like for you? Do you take lots of notes, or do you need to like sit down with a guitar and try and bash it out, kind of, or get the bones of it there and then, or do you like to take a lot of notes and go away and come back to it, or how does it go for you?
I tend to go in and out of different things. I can go in and out of both melodies and lyrics.
Yeah.
And I tend to dwell around lyrics a lot, though, because that's where where I want to get it extremely right.
Sure.
I'm very thorough, you can say.
Indeed, you are.
With writing lyrics, I need them to be as I see them up in my head, but it's often hard to get it out on paper every now and then. But I tend to dwell in and out of it, and I can write on the melody and I can come back to the lyrics, or I can write lyrics to certain photos I post on Instagram and
to inspire,
which inspires me to dwell into lyrics writing in a different way. So
absolutely lovely. Yeah.
So that's often a little bit of a writing therapy thing for me as well. The things I write underneath the pictures.
Have you've recorded certain songs, under your own name, and of course you've a few albums out with Lassie and the Lads. Do you have a full album? Do you have a full album of your own material out, or is it just mainly individual songs at the moment?
No, it's mainly individual songs. I haven't gotten around to getting the full-length album out yet.
Sure.
So, but I'm dwelling into the thought of I have enough material to record an EP or maybe a full-length album, but we'll see in due time. COVID has restricted my money access on the music side, so
yes, of course it has. But at least you've got the room now. You have the man cave. You've got the studio, and you have your inspirational there is behind you. Your guitars are there, like you're be able to see your guitars and pick them up and give them a go. Yeah, that's going to help a lot, isn't it?
It is, and the inspiration tends to come with the territory. So when you're in a good space, you tend to write better as well. That's my experience, anyways. And you can have somewhere where you can sit down and be on your own, think and write. That's a good
or just even if you're not writing, but just work on songs,
definitely
songs.
This is my space now, and here in this corner I have everything I need, and I ever since it was finished a couple of weeks before Christmas, I've been down here several hours every day. So it's gonna be a fantastic space for me, definitely.
It sure is. The next song I want to play in a few minutes is Tam Migmed.
Take Me With You.
Take Me With You. Tell us about your history in soccer and Fredrikstad and all that, which this song is about. Just let's go into that for a moment.
Well, you see the hill up there on the left side of the picture. Now that up on that hill is where my mother and father's house is built. So they're living up on the hill there, a little further up, and that soccer field, or you can't really call it a football ground.
It looks a bit flooded there at the moment, in that picture.
Sorry. Oh, wow.
Okay. Gesundheit.
Needs to get out.
It does,
well, yeah. I sort of grew up in the area there, and my local football club, that football club, they celebrated 70-year anniversary in 2016, and they asked me to if I could write them a Jubilee sort of song, and I said yes immediately because I wanted to do something for the club, which has done a lot for me when I was a young boy, and a lot of memories are connected to that club as well. Being a footballer for most part of my younger years until I moved away from home, so it was quite easy to write that song for them with the historic connections I have with the nearby places there, which I dwell into in this song as well. And it says, "Take me with you down to the sort of the field where I grew up."
Like the Field of Dreams, lovely.
Yeah,
sort of. Yes, very much so.
Yeah.
Because I know you have your dad as well. Your mom and dad, of course, I know well, lovely people, and of course your dad is a big connection to the Fredrikstad football club, isn't that right?
Yes, both that and the Trosvik Idrettsforening, which is the local football club there. He's an honorary member of that football club, so he's done some massive work down there up through the years. Even when both me and Björn, my brother, left to do other things, he still stays with the club. Yeah, so he's done a lot of work down there. He definitely has.
And where did the title come from, Take Me With You?
It's sort of me looking back, really, and take me down to that field of dreams again, where I can relive my younger years. That was my initial thought. It's packed into the Jubilee thing and all that, but mainly it's my head speaking. Take me home, because I'm homesick every once in a while, and I write songs about Fredrikstad, and Fredrikstad has been with me in a lot of songs up through the years.
I remember one that you put to the music of the Strawberry Beds from Pete St. John as well. You had a lovely song. But the ferry that goes over and back.
Yeah,
I remember that.
It's sort of called the ferryman in Norwegian as well.
In Norwegian.
In the Fredrikstad dialect.
Well, it's lovely to have a song on here now that is in Norwegian. So we'll dedicate this to your daddy.
Yes, definitely.
Fredrikstad, and maybe Bjorn if he's watching, and all the Norwegians who are watching tonight. This is a lovely, lovely song. We'll go. It's called "Take Me With You." Tom Edmeg. Enjoy this, folks, and I'll see you in a few more minutes with some more chat from Øystein.
Rusler gjennom gater, men navn jeg kjenner godt. Navn som bærer bud om en fortid som flott. Her Mølleveien, her Formannens vei. Her ble Trosvik stifta, klubben for deg og meg. Ta meg med, ta meg med. på en vandring i historier fra Nasjonalkafé. Ta meg med, ta meg med. Med til Trossvikmannen for å feire vårt jubileum. Her var gamle helter som byen kjenner godt, men også nye krefter som løftet oss fremover. Her var Borgen og Arne P, en Tariq på høyt nivå. De har brakt oss fremover til toppen hvor vi nå. Ta meg med, ta meg med på en vandring i historier fra Nasjonalkafé. Ta meg med, ta meg med. Med til Trossvikmannen for å feire vårt jubileum. Unge og gamle samles nå på ny. Det klart vi de beste i Fredrikstad, vi så ta meg med, ta meg med. Skrelldammen borte nå, og møllene den. Mens klubben må gå videre, vi vil opp og frem. Her alle velkomne, hos oss det plass. For Trossviks rød og hvite hever vi vårt glass. Og ta meg med, ta meg med på en vandring i historier fra Nasjonalkafé. Ta meg med, ta meg med. Med til Trossvikmannen for å feire vår jubileum. Så ta meg med, ta meg med på en vandring i historien fra Nasjonalkafé. Ta meg med, ta meg med. Med til Trossvikmannen for å feire vår jubileum. Med til Trossvikmannen for å feire vårt jubileum.
Ta meg med. Great song. And you have it on physical CD as well. They must, they must have loved that. That's a great track, great production.
It was given to. Oh, there's a lot of light here, though.
There's a lot of light. Try, fix the old. Yeah.
It was given to everyone at the actual Jubilee party.
Oh, brilliant!
That day. So yeah.
That was a nice touch. They must have been delighted with that song now too.
Oh, they were.
Mark the occasion.
Yeah.
And you had lots of great photos from over the years in the video.
Yeah.
Love that.
There was a couple of photos taken by my father there as well. So,
was there?
If you look closely, you can see someone that resembles me. It might be me.
Was there as well? Do you still play soccer much, or?
No, not really.
No,
but I tend to watch it a lot, though. As you know,
you do. I knew that. Yeah. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I knew that. Times I was in your house and I just had to get out while you were watching.
Well, you're not going to be smart when you come around during World Cup.
No, it wouldn't be a good idea. No, but now that you have your cellar room there, now I can head off down to the guitars while you watch your.
But on this side, which you can't see, there is a 70-inch TV for football.
Oh dear! There's no escaping.
Yeah, no escape. Well,
you can watch the soccer up there. Put on the cartoons or something for me down below, and I'll be happy enough.
No worries.
Yeah,
you'll get the kids down there as well, though.
Except the kids can hang out. Yeah, we can. So you have a stream tomorrow night with your partner in crime there, and you'll be doing that around 9:00 tomorrow night from the chat. It was great. Any other musical plans in the foreseeable future when this COVID effects off? Is there anything that you'd like to do or anything in the pipeline for you?
I would love to be able to go down to Belgium and play a few gigs. That would be brilliant. I would love that really much. Me and Teddy Craig, my partner on he was with me. He and his wife was with me on stage in Ghent for the
25th.
Yeah, wow. The 25th anniversary for you and the CD launch.
2015 that was. Wow,
2015. Yes.
Oh my God.
So we have been talking and discussing, and we would like to go down there and play a few sets. Really, if we can. But we need that COVID thing to go away first.
Yeah, you do. Unless you have some contacts, maybe a military plane could drop you in and parachute you in or something.
Yeah.
Talk to the guys in the military and see what they can do.
It's not the coolest thing to go around singing in a mask, though, is it?
No. No. Katja wants you to come over soon. So that's good, yeah.
I definitely will try that, Katja. I will.
Yeah, I think Katja must have met Celia Marielle as well, because she also said that she's a lovely wife. That was a message from earlier on, so I think she did.
Yes, Celia Marielle was with me. She was with me down in Ghent in 2015.
Yeah, she was. She is a lovely wife, and if she's watching this,
I don't know. Maybe she's upstairs. She's
probably been crocheting or doing her thing.
She's been banging in the floor a couple of times.
Is she going, shut up?
might not be too happy with my answers. I don't know.
No, maybe not. Well, the good thing about having a man cave is that if it all goes wrong, you can always kind of camp out down there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
Which is very nice.
That's a sleeping couch behind me, so I'm all set. And I have beer, so
you have beer, guitars, and a big TV for soccer, so you're okay.
Definitely.
Well, it'd be great to have you down again this neck of the woods, and of course to come in and sing a song here in the room and do all that.
I would love to do that. And the first chance we get, we will definitely try to dwell into that and look into that and coming down. That would be brilliant, because I would be lying if I said I didn't miss going to Ghent. It's a lovely city.
It's and great town. It sure is.
And
you're more than welcome
to go back. Yeah,
you're more than welcome. Tell us about Christmas night in Dublin. Another old Lassie song, which I love.
Yeah, that was actually recorded back in 2005, I think. The recording, but There is a Norwegian folk, Irish-inspired folk rock band called the Tramps that was big back in the start of the later part of the 90s and the start of the 2000s in Norway. They were huge for a while, and we had a concert with them in the vicinity here of Stjørdal, and we got to know the members of the band, and I worked a lot at the point with both the lead singer and one of the guitarists there. A huge and fantastic songwriter called Dag Sindre Vagle, who played guitars and bouzouki, mandolin, everything really. He plays all sorts of instruments, and he also was the lead singer of a huge band in Norway. Not a huge band in Norway, but it was huge in Belgium. Belgium and England. I know they were called Eldorado. And they were touring a lot down in the southern part of the UK and Belgium, dipped into France.
Yes.
Some of the folk scenes, and they had fantastic energy to them. He Dag Sindre Vagle, he wrote a melody for NRK, the Norwegian radio, over in Stavanger in the first part of the 2000s. He wrote a melody, and the lead singer of the Tramps wrote Norwegian lyrics to that song, and they recorded it in NRK studio in Stavanger. It was called "Sing for a Child" in Norwegian, that is. But "Sing for et barn," and he wanted the song to be written in English as well, and I got the job of the fine job of writing the English lyrics to that, because he couldn't find inspiration to write an English the English lyrics to it, and I took some of the contents he had in his song, but I sort of looked on it from another perspective, and during Christmas, the worst thing I know is people being alone, not having someone to celebrate Christmas with. That is one of the worst things I know. And I dwelled into that, and I put the scene in Dublin City and the Halfpenny Bridge, and the rest really is
that's where it came from.
Part of history.
Yeah, and it just disappeared on a Lassie's album then, did it?
No, it was never released until it was released for streaming last year.
I see. Okay.
We made a still photo video for it on YouTube in 2013, I think. But it was not released until just before Christmas last year. So you can find it on all the big streaming sites now.
Great.
So if you like it, play the hell out of it.
Absolutely, and of course, anybody who's interested in any of these songs or music, go on to Bernstein Music and drop a mail, or you're open to people contacting you if they want links to any of these videos or any of these. I will also put a link. Remind me later to put a link to the song itself on a streaming link in the info section of this video later on. It's a great one to finish off the show on, Øystein, and I want to thank you very, very much. Time flies as always on these things, and I know you're no stranger to the RWR Room, the virtual RWR Room, and I hope you'll eventually get down to see us in Belgium. I know there's a lot of people down here would love to see you again. It's been too long since you were here. Celia Marielle, of course, and Terry, all welcome and invited. Consider yourself invited to Belgium, and I want to wish you all a very happy Christmas and a happy New Year.
Likewise to you as well.
Lovely that we could spend this hour together for the last stream of 2020 here.
Yeah, it's been fantastic.
It was good fun, and thank you very much for your time.
Thank you for giving me the honor of participating. It's fantastic.
It's okay. So you've been on a few of these. I dragged you in, kicking and screaming to a few of these already, different programs and different small snippets, and I wanted to do a full stream with you and to thank you and just to hear your songs again and put them out there into the world. You know what I mean?
Yes,
but we'll see each other, as a fellow says, when the dust settles. We're going to leave you with this song. Øystein, have a great New Year, and hopefully we'll see each other when the dust settles. The best of luck with all your
When the dust settles. Yes.
When the dust settles. The best of luck with all your future musical endeavors and with the great new studio room there behind you as well.
Thank you.
Thanks very much, Øystein. Take care of yourself. Ha det godt. Tusen takk.
Ha det bra.
Ha det.
Ha det.
There you go, folks. That was the brilliant Øystein Berntsen there in Hell, Norway. Go to hell, they said, so I did, gladly. Lovely to be over there with Øystein tonight and to hear his great songs from the olden days with Lassie and the Lads and, you know, what he's doing out today. He's got a stream tomorrow night, 9 o'clock. Check out his Facebook page and you'll get all the details there on Bernstein Music tomorrow for that in his duo. Good bit of fun. Singing lots of covers and some of his own songs as well. I'm going to leave you with a song, another old Lassie and the Lads song called Christmas. I'll just get this title correct. Christmas Night in Dublin is the correct title of the song. This was the last stream of 2020 and back again in January, of course, for a whole new season, a fresh new batch of Raving with Ruas here. Keep an eye on social media. Give the pages a like at the RWR and there. Follow us along there on social media, on Instagram and on Facebook. And again, please give the old video a thumbs up and maybe leave a comment for Øystein. Let him know how great he is and how great his music is. And feel free to share the videos, get the songs out there. Any of the videos on the channel helps the channel a great deal when you do that. Helps the musicians and songwriters a great deal when you do that. So until next year, stay safe, stay well, happy 2021. Here is Lassie and the Lads, Øystein Berntsen in the lead there with the song Christmas Night in Dublin. Take care of yourselves. Happy New Year. See you soon.
The stars glanced over the houses and down on the Dublin streets covered in snow. On a man gently walking with no special places to go. And as the snow softly fell over Dublin Bay, he brushed it all off from his sleeve. He walked to Halfpenny Bridge all alone on Christmas Eve. A Christmas with cow alone in the park, St. Stephen's Green offered a bench in the dark, give him strength for the fight on this lonely Christmas night. And as the bells of St. Patrick's rang Christmas to town in the pub where he met his late wife, beside a rim of his pint roamed the echo of a lonely man's life. But as he walked out to greet, shivering cold, a man in the door said hello. He was a friend from the past, seeking refuge from the wind and the snow. Christmas with Cowens alone in the park, St. Stephen's Green offered a bench in the dark, give him strength for the fight on this lonely Christmas night. And as daylight broke through of a Dublin town, bringing Christmas to everyone's heart, two mates walked together to find peace in their lonely old hearts. For it's no Christmas time all alone in the dark, the Christmas lights shine through St. Stephen's Green Park, and the Salvation Army sings the hymn of a lonely man's life. For it's no Christmas time all alone in the dark, the Christmas lights shine through St. Stephen's Green Park, and the Salvation Army sings the hymn of a lonely man's life.